India's frontiers. India has 15,106.7 kilometers of land border running through 92 districts in 17 states and a coastline of 7,516.6 kilometers, 6,100 kilometers of mainland coastline plus coastline of 1197 Indian islands, touching 13 states and union territories (UTs). Barring Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Delhi, Haryana and Telangana, all other states in the country have one or more international borders or a coastline and can be regarded as frontline states from the point of view of border management. India's longest border is with Bangladesh while the shortest border is with Afghanistan. China-India border. This frontier is one of the longest and most disputed borders in the world. It stretches over the Himalayan mountain range and is known as the Line of Actual Control, LAC. The border dispute has led to several military standoffs and diplomatic tensions between the two countries. The Western Sector separates Jammu and Kashmir state of India from the Xinjiang province of China. The Western Sector boundary is largely the outcome of the British policy towards the state of Jammu and Kashmir. China claims the Aksai Chin district, the Changmo Valley, Pangong So and the Spongor So area of northeast Ladakh as well as a strip of about 5,000 square kilometers down the entire length of eastern Ladakh. China also claims a part of Huza Gilgit area in North Kashmir, ceded to it in 1963 by Pakistan. The Middle Sector. Two Indian states of Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand touch this border. The Eastern Sector. The 1,140 km long boundary between India and China runs from the eastern limit of Bhutan to a point near Dipu Pass, Talu Pass. At the trijunction of India, Tibet and Myanmar. This line is usually referred to as the McMahon Line after Sir Henry McMahon, then Foreign Secretary of British India, who negotiated the boundary agreement between Great Britain and Tibet at Shimla Accord in 1913–14. India-Pakistan border. The India-Pakistan frontier consists of the internationally recognized India-Pakistan border known as the International Border, IB, and the de facto border in the region of Jammu and Kashmir known as the Line of Control, LAC. The region has been a source of conflict between the two countries for decades. The Indo-Pakistan boundary is the result of partition of the country in 1947 under the Radcliffe Award of which Sir Cyril Radcliffe was the chairman. Jammu and Kashmir, Sir Creek are the major disputed regions. India-Nepal border. India shares an open and friendly border with Nepal. The border is delineated and regulated by the Nepal-India Treaty of Peace and Friendship, which allows free movement of people and trade between the two countries. 5 states of India, namely Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal and Sikkim touch the Nepalese border with India. The border is a porous one with unrestricted movement of goods and people between India and Nepal. Major portion of Indo-Nepalese border runs in the east-west direction almost along the foothill of the Shiwalik Range. India-Bhutan border. The India-Bhutan frontier is a peaceful and friendly border. India plays a significant role in Bhutan's security and development and is committed to protecting Bhutan's sovereignty. India-Bangladesh border. The India-Bangladesh frontier is one of the most densely populated borders in the world. The border was redrawn after the 1971 war, which led to the creation of Bangladesh. Both countries share a complex relationship with issues like illegal immigration and cross-border trade. India's 4,096 km long border with Bangladesh is the longest. This boundary has been determined under the Radcliffe Award which divided the erstwhile province of Bengal into 2 parts. India-Myanmar, Burma, border. The India-Myanmar border is a strategically important frontier. The two countries share historical, cultural, and economic ties. The border has been a concern due to the activities of insurgent groups and drug trafficking. This boundary runs roughly along the watershed between the Brahmaputra and Irrawaddy. It passes through thickly forested regions, with Mizo Hills, Manipur and Nagaland on the Indian side and Chin Hills, Naga Hills and Kachin State on the Myanmar side. India-Sri Lanka maritime boundary. This refers to the maritime borders between India and Sri Lanka in the Indian Ocean. The two countries share close bilateral relations and cooperate on various regional and international issues. India and Sri Lanka are separated from each other by a narrow and shallow sea called Palk Strait. Dhanushkodi on the Tamil Nadu coast in India is only 32 km away from Talaimanar in Jaffna Peninsula in Sri Lanka. These 2 points are joined by a group of islets forming Adams Bridge. India-Maldives maritime boundary. The maritime boundary between India and the Maldives in the Indian Ocean is demarcated, and the two countries share friendly and cooperative ties. Thank you.